It is week 5 of the NFL. You did have a winning week. So did I last week. Let's end our Friday in good fashion. We call it tomorrow's headlines. Today, we predict the outcomes. What will the headlines be? Let's start Broncos at the Eagles.
A fascinating game in Philly. Eagles are 4-0, but all their games have been one-score games. The headline from Broncos Eagles will be hooked on Bo-Nix. Bronco quarterback spells trouble for Philly. You've heard of hooked on phonics. I think Bo-Nix has a big one here, Colin. Remember, Broncos' #1 pass blocking offensive line in the league through 4 games. He's had time. He's just missed a few passes. And to just drill down real quickly on the Eagles, I know it's sacrilegious to say it. Like Saquon Barkley's not having a good season. Doesn't have the juice. I think he's at like 3 yards per carry.
Yeah.
It just hasn't happened. And all of a sudden, if the Broncos defense can win the line of scrimmage, I think they got a shot to win this one. I like a low-scoring game, and I think the Broncos come out on top. And I think you're talking about the Eagles. And, oh my goodness, just how good are they on Monday morning?
Tomorrow's headlines today, Raiders, Colts. I hope you're leaning in the home field direction.
Yeah, I think we're something like 86% where we both agree on picks. The headline for Colts Raiders will be Raiders of the Lost Ark. Indiana Jones digs up a dub. How about this, Colin? The Colts were 6.5. It's up to 7. And I just looked this up. So Colton Miller of the Raiders, remember, all-pro left tackle, he's out. So who's his backup, you ask? This gentleman named Stone Forsythe. Sounds like an adult film star. He had 4 snaps this season. And, oh, by the way, the last 2 years he's played as a backup, he's been awful. I think this is a major problem. I think the Colts kind of dominate the line of scrimmage.
Same.
I don't think Ashton Genty's going to have the running lanes he did against the Bears. Geno Smith, we know he's kind of on, are they going to pull him watch because of those bad interceptions last week? And I think at some point, you're there, I'm there, but I think America has to agree, like, the Colts are kind of good. Like, Daniel Jones is a new guy. Shane Steichen is dealing. Tyler Warren, I saw one poll, he's the early leader for Rookie of the Year. Like, he's playing great. Jonathan Taylor going nuts. I like the Colts here.
Tomorrow's headlines today, hold your nose for this one. Won't be great TV. Giants at the Saints.
Come on, you're watching this. It's football. It's amazing. Spencer Rattler, 0-10 in his career. How about this one? The headline for Saints Giants will be Dart spreading the news. Jerseys half off on eBay. I'm sorry to rip the Giants here. Colin, let's be real. Jackson Dart was not great last week against the Chargers. He had a great scripted drive. No denying that. He had a couple good scrambles on 3rd down. The Saints will be ready. They'll be fine. I didn't see it from the Giants. They took over off Herbert interceptions twice inside the 10. They got handed 10 points. This is a Saints team. Other than that Seattle blowout, Colin, they were frisky against Arizona. They fought the 49ers tooth and nail. They covered against the Bills. They threw a big scare into Josh Allen. If you're looking for props or, any of this fantasy stuff, Kendre Miller, keep an eye on the running back for the Saints. Remember what Hampton did last week for the Chargers? I think he had like $150. Keep an eye on Miller going loose. I think the Saints win this outright. Just for the record, they're favored by 2.5. The Saints, the winless Saints are favored. Somebody knows something.
Tomorrow's headlines today, Texans, Ravens, another injury-plagued team that would be favored if healthy. What do you think?
Yeah, had that injury stuff go for us last night. Not very good. However, it's really bleak in Baltimore. The headline for Texans, Ravens will be Nico'd and dimed. Texans keep Ravens from vaulting. I have the Texans winning this handily. When they started 0-3, Colin, I thought it was season over. And then they looked sloppy for a half against the Titans before pulling away. But I just look at this injury report. I can't get over it. There could be as many as 9 Pro Bowlers for the Ravens, Pro Bowlers from last year, out this weekend. Seeing Kyle Hamilton not practicing, I mean, he's your chess piece defensively. Again, I do think your guy, Woody Marks, you've been crowing about him for a little bit. He had a great game against the Titans. He's clearly solidified himself as the number 1 back.
Good player.
And Baltimore can't stop anybody on the ground. I mean, we thought they were great. The Lions went in there. Montgomery went for like $125. And we saw what the Bills did in the opener. So I think Houston in a get-right spot for birthday boy C.J. Stroud. I like Nico Collins' matchup against a bad Baltimore secondary. Give me the Texans. And what are we doing if the Ravens are 1-4 with the Rams, who are going to be angry because they just lost next week.
2 more to go. Tomorrow's headlines today. He's not taking aesthetic beauties. Dolphins at the Panthers. I think the Panthers are interesting here.
Yeah. So I've already bet on who are we on? We're on Spencer Rattler. We're on Daniel Jones. It's about to get spicy. The headline for Dolphins Panthers will be H-Chan reaction. No hill, all spill versus Panthers. Give me Bryce Young at home. Yeah. Colin. So they go on the road last week after that Falcons win against the Patriots. They get smashed by like 25 points. Now they get to go home again. Remember what they did to Atlanta? Shut them out. Secondary shut down Michael Penix. Why can't they do that to the Dolphins who don't have Tyreek Hill? And I watch that Dolphins team because I'm a Jets guy. I'm a glutton for punishment. Miami was not good Monday, were they? The Jets just kept fumbling. There were 5 fumbles in that game, Colin. Guess who recovered all of them? Miami. They are a lucky team. Mike McDaniel's on borrowed time. I think the Panthers, despite no Chuba Hubbard in this one, that's not great news. By the way, Rico Dowdell, however you say his name, he's going to be the guy. Hopefully he can get it done. Give me the Panthers at home.
And finally, tomorrow's headlines today. Now, I think this is going to be wildly entertaining because the Cowboys' defense is dreadful, but they're banged up. They're on the road. I kind of like the Jets. What say you?
Yeah, Cowboys were on the field for 79 plays defensively last week. Overtime game, full quarter, exciting game against the Packers, and now you got to play the Jets. The headline from the Meadowlands or MetLife will be, that's all, folk. And here's the kicker. It ain't Aubrey. Give me Nick Folk and the Jets coming out on top. Colin, amazing stat for you. The Jets, the only team in the NFL with 0 takeaways this season. Boy, do they miss Robert Saleh. 0 takeaways. That's crazy. And, oh, by the way, they lead the NFL with 6 fumbles. Just tighten it up a little bit. I think Aaron Glenn gets Justin Fields to kind of cook against this soft Dallas zone. And I like the Jets to win this one outright. And if you're scoring at home, Colin, I think all of the winless teams, Jets, Titans, and Saints, are going to be live to win on Sunday.
I mean, last week we had favorites. Buffalo struggled, Green Bay tied, Chargers. Then last night, Rams.
Yep.
So listen, it goes back and forth. First couple of weeks, it was the favorites.
Mm-hmm.
This week I like some dogs. The one game I really like when the number was 6.5 is the Colts. That was the one I really liked.
Yeah.
And then the rest, I could see Bo Nix coughing it up against Philadelphia. But again, when you give me 3.5 against the team that protects their quarterback and gets after yours, that's why I think Denver wins this week. Mm-hmm. I don't see a ton of upsets. I'm with you. I think, again, it's 2.5, 3 points. I think the Jets and the Saints win. Mm-hmm. So I do think it's an ugly weekend. I'm going to take the Saints and Spencer Rattler to get his first win. He's been okay. I mean, he didn't have much to work with.
Yeah.
Nothing to work with.
I mean, he's been better than Aaron Rodgers, according to PFF. But that being said, Colin, let me ask you, Bengals got smashed by the Vikings, their blitz-happy defense, and then couldn't move the football against the Broncos. They stepped down now to face the Lions. They're getting 10 at home. Can I interest you in the Bengals with Chase and Higgins, Browning, Chuck and Duck like he's used to? I think this game could be spicy. I just don't know if the Bengals can get a stop because the defense is so atrocious.
No, you can't interest me in that. I mean, there's some interesting. I think a game we haven't talked about, which is Jaden Daniels is coming back. So it's 2 elite quarterbacks. Jaden Daniels taking on Justin Herbert. But that would have been last year a marquee game. But the Chargers are so banged up, we've stopped talking about them. And Jaden Daniels has been banged up. I think, you're getting I look for games where you got 2-star quarterbacks, Jaden Daniels and Justin Herbert. That game's on Fox in the late afternoon. Those are 2 of the top 7, 8 quarterbacks in the league. I can't wait.
Yeah. It's Sunday. I mean, listen, this is October. It's sit in front of your TV, pig out, and enjoy sports. We got it pretty good, Colin.
Well, yeah, we do. And some great baseball series. I'll be watching some Mariners. Seattle Mariners. Get used to saying that. Be around a while.